Hey everyone, thanks for joining me for this beginner Pilates mat class. Follow along with my apprentice Kelly, who's in our teacher training program. Lie supine with knees bent. Inhale to float your arms up to the ceiling for puppet arms, palms face each other. Alternate lifting one arm and then the other to loosen up the shoulder girdle.
Strangers feeling about to explode. I held my breath to make sure I didn't say something weird.
Turn the palms to face your legs and paddle the arms, one reaching overhead and the other one down to your hips. Then simultaneously switch. Keep the shoulders away from your ears and ribs down and knit together.
Was just so, and your eyes were also, all my dreams are now.
Inhale the arms to the ceiling. Exhale, curl the head and chest up, lowering your hands toward your hips. Then return to the mat. Exhale up, inhale down. Avoid tucking the pelvis.
Of my soul, I could see myself, but without the hose. I pinched my arm just to see if you could feel what I feel.
Lower your arms to the mat for pelvic lifts. Tuck the tail and inhale, peeling your hips up into a bridge position. Exhale, soften behind the heart and roll the body down back to start position.
I wanted more, but it was hard to get through your shield. Your hair was just so, and your eyes were also, all my dreams are now. I wonder, where did you go? I have to know.
Lower the hips and drop your knees side to stretch your back.
You didn't feel a thing, but I can't let it go when you're still painting images so deep.
Carefully lift your legs into a tabletop position for toe touches. Alternate tapping one foot down to the mat and then the other. Keep your abs pressed down towards the floor to protect your back from arching as you lower the legs.
Golden, golden, golden.
Hug your knees in and rock side to massage your back. Use your hands on your legs to curl your head and chest up off the mat. Extend your legs out over the mat, arms reaching by your sides for the hundreds. Inhaling for 5 and exhaling for 5. Inhale and exhale. If your neck is tired, put the head down. If your back is tired or it's difficult to hold your legs in this position, you can bend your knees into a chair position or keep your feet planted on the mat. Continue to inhale for 5 and exhale for 5.
It's the same old sound in the same old town. I wake up early with a sigh. The morning breeze.
One more. In 2, 3, 4, 5 and out 2, 3, 4, 5. Hug the knees in, rest the head down. Lengthen your legs down on the mat, squeeze together. Float the arms to the ceiling. Take a big inhale, lift your head and chest, and exhale, roll all the way up and reach over your legs to stretch. Then sequentially roll down the spine to return to start position. Inhale, nod the head. Exhale, roll up and over your legs, flexing your feet. Inhale, start to roll back. And then exhale the rest of the way down, pointing the toes. Do this 3 more times.
It's the same old sound, the common ground. Just leave me be, don't ask me why. these walls, no one talks, and tears fall free as I'm left to dry.
Lift your legs to the ceiling for reverse crunches. Place your right ankle in front of your left and crunch the buns up and down off the mat about 8 times. Then you'll switch your feet and crunch up and down again. Hug the knees in and rock side to side. Hold the back of the right thigh, pulling the leg towards your abdomen. Extend your left leg out on the mat unless you need to keep it bent for low back issues. Straighten and bend your right knee up to the sky and down to loosen up the hamstring before we do single leg circles. Keep your legs straight after about 4 or 5 repetitions and point and flex the ankle 4 or 5 times, and then you'll do 4 to 5 ankle circles in each direction. Give your hamstring one more good stretch by pulling the leg towards you. Then you'll place your hands down on the mat. Toes are pointed to the sky, including the leg that's on the floor. Cross the midline and circle the leg down, around, and up 4 or 5 times while you keep your pelvis really still. Inhale as the leg crosses the midline. Exhale as it lifts up. Reverse.
And we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so...
Bend the knee on a turnout and pull the lower leg towards you for a piriformis stretch.
We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count.
Hug the knees in, and we'll do this on the other side.
Hey, darling.
Draw the left leg in towards you as you lengthen your right leg down on the mat. Holding the back of the left thigh, lengthen the leg up to the sky and bend 4 or 5 times. Then you'll keep your leg straight to the ceiling, point and flex the ankle about 5 times. Then you'll circle your ankle 5 times in each direction.
And get in that car. Leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city.
Pull the leg towards your face to stretch the hamstring, and then we'll go into single leg circles, hands coming down to the mat by your sides. Both feet are pointed to the ceiling. Cross the midline and circle down, around, and up. Use your abdominal muscles to keep the pelvis nice and still.
Now we only get one life, I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand.
Reverse at the top.
Let's get out, we can leave this city.
Draw the leg in towards you on a turned out position to stretch the hip.
So pretty with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand that we...
Hug the knees in towards you, rock side to side for a gentle stretch before we go into our ab series. Hold on to the right leg as you curl your head and chest up and lengthen your left leg out over the floor. Pulse the right foot towards your bottom 2 times and then switch legs. Pulse, pulse, and switch, pulse, pulse, and switch. Keep your abdominal muscles pressed down and head curled up high. The knees and lower the head. Now inhale and then exhale, curl the head and chest up. Extend your legs out over the mat while arms reach to the ceiling or behind your head. Then circle the arms around and hug the knees in for double leg stretch. Inhaling apart, exhaling pull in. Lower the head for just a moment, then curl back up as you extend your legs to the ceiling, holding the back of the right leg. Lower the left leg straight down and pulse, pulse, and switch, pulse, pulse, and switch, scissoring the legs, using your hands on the back of the thigh to pull yourself up high. Lower down to rest. Next is double leg lowers. You'll place your hands behind your head, elbows wide apart, and curl your head up off the mat. Legs extend to the sky, feet are flexed and turned out. Lower the legs down on an inhale and up on an exhale, keeping them as straight as you can. A modification is to bend your knees or to lower the head down.
When you are ready, it will begin to grow.
Lift the legs up, then twist to the right towards your bent right knee, extending the left leg over the mat, and switch side to side for crisscross. Do this 10 times. Rest down, then put your feet on the mat and drop your knees side to side and stretch. Lengthen your legs on the mat, arms overhead. Inhale to prepare, then exhale, roll up and over your legs, coming up to a seated position, but give yourself a good stretch, reaching for your feet. Roll the spine up to an upright position, feet are as wide as your mat and flexed. Arms are out at shoulder height. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, scoop the belly and dive the head in between the arms as you reach over your legs. Then inhale, stack the spine like building blocks. Exhale, dive forward over the legs, keeping the arms at shoulder height. Inhale to lift tall. Place your feet just outside the width of your mat. Feet are still flexed. Arms reach wide apart into a T position. Rotate to the right, then bend forward, reaching your left hand for your pinky toe on the right foot. Grow tall and switch to the other side. Every time you reach forward, try to lean to point A, then a little further to point B, and return to the top. Continue to alternate.
This world that was my surroundings, my heart screamed out for more. It's the
Sit on your left hip with your feet towards your right hip. Legs are stacked, knees are bent. Sitting tall, you're going to reach over your feet, lifting your left arm overhead. Then grow tall, arms reaching apart out to the sides. Gently land on your left forearm and reach over the opposite direction to stretch. Push off the floor, rise up, and bend over your feet again. If you'd like, you can add a stretch of the tricep by bending your arm behind you. Reach away as you gently land on your forearm, push off, and opposite side. Do this 3 times before we switch the legs to the other side.
31 winters, but most times it feels like nothing. I guess I'm the same somehow.
With your feet on the left side of you, side bend towards your feet. Then gently go over to the right, landing on the forearm. Stretch far, push off the arm, rise up, and then over to the other side. Do this 3 times.
That's breaking my heart each morning while it keeps it going. It's been driving my life into both joy and sorrow, and there's still a long way to go.
Now lay prone for a swan lift. This is for your extension. Pressing into your hands, lift the head gently and rise up to stretch the front abs and strengthen the arms and the back, and then lower down. Inhale when you lift, exhale to lower. Keep your pubic bone pushed down into the floor to protect your low back. A modification is to keep your legs apart if you have low back issues. Press back into child's pose to stretch. I hope you enjoyed today's workout, and we'll see you in the next video.